Oh, yes.
We're back.
Let's go back to the Kimberly helicopters. We haven't talked about this one. So about 7-8 years ago, I came up with this idea of running a safari, a heli safari, because I frigging love helicopters and aerial photography, right? And this company that I deal with in the Kimberley, who are unreal, had actually put onto their agenda something similar. And I rang them and I said, I've had this idea in mind for ages. Do you reckon we could modify your safari to include it to be more like a photographic safari? And they're like, yeah, no problems. That sounds great. And so I put it out to my database and my VIPs and just did not get any interest. And I'm like, oh, it's too expensive and blah, blah, blah. So we left it for a while. That sort of sat on the shelf. How's that? 2 helicopters sitting on the top of a waterfall in the middle of frigging nowhere. Oh my God, it is so cool. Drones, this is a drone shot just below where that helicopter was, just, unreal. This is us coming into land in a very remote part of the Kimberley called the Kimberley Coastal Camp, run by my good friends Jules and Tubbs. And you can only get here via plane or boat. There's no road that leads you to this spot at all. And so we left it for a few years, and then we revisited it. We put it out there, and we had so much interest that we had to hire 2 helicopters rather than 1. I think there's about 3 of us in each helicopter. And literally what we do for a week, starting in Kununurra, which is in the East Kimberley, is we fly around in helicopters for a week, and we literally use that as our only mode of transport. It's aerial photography the whole time we're flying, so it's approximately 20 hours of aerial photography as we traverse from one place to the next, or we just literally land at a place like this and go, right, let's do a quick hop over that, or let's fly to here and land at the top of that waterfall and take some photos there. And they can, as I said, photograph the whole time that we're flying along, because we'll either have the doors off or there's a sliding window for them to be able to photograph at the same time. Mm-hmm. And it's frigging incredible. Look at this shot. This is a place called Mount Trafalgar. Crazy. Can we land there? Yeah, why not? That's what we asked the whole time to the helicopters in the top left corner there.
That's epic.
Yeah, and this is taking off from that same spot, and it just drops away, and you kind of got vertigo, right? It's crazy. It's crazy good. We've done this 3 times now, and in fact, I think the best, they're all good, but the best one we did was actually last February, where we actually did it in the raining season, the wet season. And so we came, all these waterfalls were pumping. There was no one else up in the Kimberley because all the roads are closed. So we basically had the whole place to ourselves, and we had storms going all around us, and we had rain coming out of clouds all the time. We were, traveling around. Literally what I love about it most is that you get access to places that you never would have got otherwise. So, can we land there? Oh yeah, don't see why not. Brad, our pilot, is unreal, very safety conscious though, which is what I love, because I ask him to do stuff and he goes, yeah, no, we're not doing that. I go, okay, no problems, let's not push it. I like being still alive. Yeah, I still want to see my kids and my wife, thanks very much. So he's very good like that. Nathan, the guy in that picture who flew us on the first year, we've become such good friends that he unfortunately left the company soon after this, because his wife got a job in Saudi Arabia setting up a lot of the marine parks. You know how Saudi Arabia are on this big push now to develop the country into tourism rather than relying on oil. So they're spending billions of dollars on it, right? And so she got seconded over there in order to set up all their marine parks. She's a marine scientist. And so Nathan's gone over there and flies helicopters in Saudi Arabia. And so he's been hassling me for the last 3 years. Come over and I'll take you flying. And I'm like, oh, I so want to. So cool. Yeah, that's the Kimberley Heli Safari. It's freaking amazing. Unbelievable. But expensive to hire those helicopters. Like they're jet rangers, long ranges. They're thousands of dollars an hour. They have to do fuel drops into those locations the season before we do the safari. So they truck it all in, leave big barrels of fuel, out in the middle of nowhere. And we just land next to them, refuel, and then take off again. But in places where you're kind of like, what's around here? Oh, there's a road that sort of comes in, and you're 10 hours away from a bitumen road, and that last 10 hours is on a rough dirt track, and they're dropping off fuel for us. It's amazing. So hence the cost, but crazy value for money.
Should we say what the price is out loud? Should we actually say it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
It is a very affordable. Well, the
$70,000.
the deposit is only $5,000, but it is $70,000.